Wallenberg family, history and rise to power. 1. Origins and foundation, 1800s. The Wallenberg dynasty began with André Oscar Wallenberg, born in 1816, initially a naval officer. He transitioned into journalism and banking, eventually Stockholm's and Skilda Bank in 1856. This was one of Sweden's earliest private banks and a cornerstone in modernizing the country's financial system. He introduced innovations like interest-bearing long-term loans, which helped lay the groundwork for the industrialization of Sweden. This early move into finance gave the family its first real foothold in wealth and influence. 2. Expansion into industry, early to mid-1900s. As the Swedish economy industrialized in the early 20th century, the Wallenbergs expanded their reach beyond banking. In 1916, they created Investor AB, an investment company designed to hold shares in various Swedish industries. Instead of simply banking capital, they began strategically buying stakes in key industries like steel, manufacturing, telecommunications, and engineering. This allowed them to steer the direction of Sweden's industrial expansion and positioned the family as long-term builders of the economy rather than short-term profit. 3. Long-term wealth strategy. The Wallenbergs became rich not by flashy business deals, but through long-term investments in solid, essential companies. They built and held major positions in companies such as Ericsson, telecommunications, ABB, engineering, Atlas Copco, machinery, SKF, bearings, and Electrolux, home appliances. These companies are international giants by reinvesting profits and maintaining influence at the board level. The Wallenbergs ensured that they stayed at the heart of Swedish and increasingly Europe. 4. The foundation structure. One of the most important aspects of their success is their use of non-profit foundations. The largest and most important is the Knut and Alice Wallenberg Foundation, which was established in 1917. It, along with other foundations controlled by the family, owns a majority of Investor AB. These foundations are not just philanthropic, they are powerhouses that generate and manage wealth, while distributing profits to research, education, and science. This structure also allows the Wallenbergs to maintain control over vast capital without appearing overly dominant or accumulating personal wealth in a traditional sense. 5. Influence without total ownership. Unlike many wealthy families who chase 100% ownership, the Wallenbergs often hold minority equity stakes, but with majority voting rights through dual-class shares. They place family members and close allies on company boards, meaning they control strategy, leadership choices, and company direction. This gives them significant influence across entire even if they don't technically own the majority of shares. It's a quiet but powerful form of corporate governance that keeps their influence stable and long-term. 6. Humanitarian legacy. Raoul Wallenberg. One of the most famous Wallenbergs is Raoul Wallenberg, a Swedish diplomat and businessman. During World War II, he was sent to Budapest, where he saved tens of thousands of Hungarian Jews from the Holocaust by issuing protective passports and sheltering people in safe houses. Tragically, he was detained by Soviet forces in 1945 and disappeared, believed to have died in a Soviet prison. His heroism added a moral and humanitarian dimension to the family's legacy, making the Wallenberg name respected beyond just business circles. 7. Global reach and quiet control. Today, through Investor AB and other vehicles, the Wallenberg family has controlling influence over companies that represent around 40% of the Swedish stock market. Their influence stretches beyond Sweden to global markets. Companies they help lead operate in over 180 countries, and they are often involved in European mergers, defense projects, and tech research. Despite this reach, the Wallenbergs remain private and discreet, operating under the family motto, esse non videre, to be, not to be seen. 8. Modern leaders and legacy. Currently, the family is represented by leaders like Jacob Wallenberg, chairman of Investor AB, and Marcus Wallenberg, chairman of SEB, one of Sweden's major banks. They continue to uphold the family's values: long-term growth, strategic control, and social responsibility. Their foundations fund billions in scientific and medical research across Europe. Rather than seek media attention, they let their companies and foundations speak for them.